Hi there, I'm Larky Sauce. Friends call me Larky. And this is LarkCraft episode 6. I hope you're excited about having another episode. I know I am. I've had a busy week. Let's get to it, shall we? Yeah. Before we get started on the big thing I built this week, look! I put in a little balcony here. It just needed a little something. So I gave it a little something. I had originally planned on putting a little barn quilt or something on here, but I think this little balcony looks nice. So that's what we're doing. It means I can sit here and I can look out at my lovely, lovely little farm and my little house with the chimney and Poots over here wandering around in his little enclosure. Those are all good things, right? Right. I've popped into ClipChamp so you can see that I did some terraforming where I kind of flattened everything out just a little bit, and I'm getting this area ready for the stable. I removed all the trees. I'll be using that wood for sure. And then I smoothed out the corner of this island right here. The trader is always leaving his llamas. And I can't just let them despawn or get killed by something or just go off and die. So I keep them. And they need a home. And originally I thought I'd put them in my stable, but they need something special. So we're going to build that today. Before we get started though, well, we need some stuff. So we're going to have quite the little bit of resource gathering montage. Here we go. Cue the music. There's a turtle in my boat. Do you see that there's a turtle in my boat? Honey, that boat is not for you. There, now you're set free. Silly old thing. Here we have the legs of our llama. And originally, when I placed it, I, of course, was just worried about the basic build and made them straight up and down, well, white concrete. But if you look at the llamas, now some of them are more colorful than others, but they're not just white. They're all darker at the hoof and shaded so that, well, they look more realistic. Even the brown one is different colors as you go. And so I've been playing with different options for all the grays I can easily put my hands on in the game. Obviously, the light gray out terracotta is out, and this one is too dark. But, I'm going to keep playing with it. I'm not entirely satisfied. Let's see what happens. The light gray concrete is almost too dark, but I think inside the leg, in the darkest place where the shadow would hit it, it makes sense for the bottom of the foot. They don't have hooves like many of the other animals do, but I think we'll leave the light gray concrete, in this little corner on each leg, and then we'll use the clay as a transition, kind of, maybe. I don't know, not entirely sold on it. What do you think? Well, you're not there to tell me, and I will have already made it by the time you see this. But I'm gonna keep playing with it, and I think I have a plan. I think if we use the concrete, where is it? The light gray concrete powder, kind of as an in-between step. The textures are kind of weird, but they're supposed to give the feeling that the llamas are fuzzy, because llamas are fuzzy, right? So I think that might be okay. I mean, if I pop over into my testing world, and I might before I'm finished recording this, you can see that building it in solid white works, but it's very stark and very, well, they don't look real. Well, Minecraft real. You know what I mean. And I mean, this is a transitional gray, but it's so textured that I think the gravel might not work. So I'm gonna keep playing with it. I think that might work. And then we'll use some of the white textures building up the body of each leg and into the body itself to give us the textured look we're looking for. Or I could just stay straight, stark white. I'm just not sure. Am I overthinking it? Probably. I am, after all, going to be building a bazaar, a series of, there's going to be a giant tent, and there's going to be a series of little shops for my my shopkeepers, my villagers, to come, and their shops will be over here instead of in a hole in the ground. And so there's going to be so much stuff happening here that the white of the pillars might not matter at all. It is a pickle. This is why building on camera is sometimes an interesting choice. Yeah. But let me show you the legs, I guess. Ta-da! I think they look pretty good. I think they look pretty close to what they were. They took significantly longer to build this way, but I think it's worth it. And as you can see, there's no body yet. So I guess I better get on that, huh? Yeah. I guess I better get back to work. Excuse me while I heal up and put on my armor again, because did I get up there with my rockets and my elytra so that I could take a screenshot and then probably walk off and almost die? Yes I did. But he's built. Now, obviously, I have not textured him all yet, but I had actually textured the front area down here and had done some of the other stuff, and frankly, I hated it. It was awful. It was just too busy. It looked like this thing behind me. It just looked bad. It just looked bad. So I thought it might be more important, given the amount of time I had to work on this today, and yesterday and the day before, to, you know, just build him. And then we'll get him textured next time. Yeah. So, but I have a better idea of how I want to texture him now that he's built, and where I want to put in the shadows and so on. So that's good. But I'm going to pop into FreeCam so you can see him just a little bit better. Woo! That was the inside of my face there, wasn't it? And there he is. The brown on his nose and his mouth are a little darker than they are on the actual ones. But the only thing in this game that is that color, the texture made it look like he was diseased, which is the brown mushroom block, and the texture was just gross. So I went with the darker browns instead, and I think he looks pretty cute. But of course I don't have the banners on him yet, and I'm going to wait until after I get him textured to hang the banners on him so that he looks more like the trader llama here, because those are the only llamas I have, are the trader llamas. What I'm going to do over the next few weeks with this area is we will have, I'm going to build it from the top here where they have the, where we have the back here where he's got this covering. I'm going to have it come out, or I'm going to have it surround him with a big blue tent of sorts, a bazaar kind of tent, like an outdoor market. And all of those poor little guys who are locked in that home over there, they're going to come out here one at a time because villagers are annoying. I'll bring them out here, and we're going to put them in little enclosures out here where they'll be safe and nothing will eat their faces, but they will also not be trapped in a little hole in the ground, because I feel bad about the hole in the ground. I do. Even though villagers are annoying, I feel bad. So we aren't going to do that. Anyway, so here he is, and I hope that you have enjoyed watching me work on him and help. What do you think? Do you think it looks better in all white? Or do you think it looks better down here where it's textured? More like they're actual, like they are. Let me know in the comments, would you? Because, you know, if you all think that he looks better solid white, I will probably make him all white. Yeah. I do think he looks more like the real llama with the texturing, though, so I don't know. Let me know what you think. Regardless, I'm out of time for today. So our friend up there is just going to have to stay the way he is for a while. And I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope you liked my big giant llama, the first one I ever built. And I look forward to finishing out this area and getting those guys out of that cave over there. Yep. I'm Larky. This has been LarkCraft. Happy crafting, y'all.
Bye.